here's a technique you can use if you get caught in a side headlock where somebody's grabbed a hold of you and they're dragging you around. Maybe they're trying to drag you off to a certain location, or they just think they're trying to choke you out. It's not a great technique to use against somebody if you have a little bit of training, and it's not really that hard to get out of. So he's going to get me in a side headlock, comes around, and he's squeezing up against my throat, against my windpipe. So that's obviously a problem. So depending on the length of his arm and where it's located, where the pressure is, you may want to turn your head inward a little bit. I mean, he needs to tighten up his grip a little. And so this way it takes the pressure off my windpipe. Could be that I turn it this way. It all depends, but usually turning into your opponent is going to give you a little bit more breathing room, literally. He's holding me tight here. So what I want to be able to do is create an opening. I can't pull my head through like this. He's got me tight. And so I'm going to use my hands like a couple of hooks. Not a typical like a C grip where I wrap my fingers and my hand around his arm, but more like a hook like this, a little bit safer for your thumbs, a little bit stronger. And I'm not going to sit here and just pull my arms against his. Chances are, if he's big enough to do this to me, or if I'm a smaller person or a female, then he's going to have a tight grip, and I'm going to have a tough time just trying to loosen up his arm all by itself. So what I'm going to need to do is use my whole body and drop some body weight all at one time. Think of your whole body as part of the weapon. So I'm going to jerk down, pull him off a little bit. Now I've created this little quick opening, and I'm going to pull my head through that opening while the opportunity is there before he tightens up his grip. And while I've got a hold of his arm, I want to, again, pull up using my body, not just my arm, so that I've got more strength. And now I've got his arm locked up behind me, or behind him. And then, if you can, either before or after you do that, get your foot behind the opponent, all right? It's usually better to get it up there behind him at the beginning before you begin to make your move. And now I've got his arm locked up pretty nice. My knee is right here, and I'm going to buckle his knee. And if buckling the knee doesn't work for you, or you're not comfortable with that, or maybe you're shorter so it's kind of difficult, you can always stomp the back of the knee with your foot, a little bit like a sort of a soccer kick. So you got the arm right up here, and so from here I can drive him down and forward, and I can put my shin against his forearm right there to kind of help hold it in place, a little bit, you know, of a pin. And then from here, I just come up on top, and I'm going to grab the other arm if I want. So if you're in law enforcement and you're trying to handcuff somebody, or you've got somebody who's gotten out of control in a dangerous situation, maybe somebody goes crazy on board an airplane flight or something, at this point, you know, hopefully somebody's there to help you out. Maybe they've got some duct tape or rope and they can tie this person up, and there's really nothing he can do to work his way loose, because I can just sit on his forearms and keep him in position and keep him under control. All right, so he's going to get me in the side headlock, and I'll walk you through the technique. All right, got him all locked up. I can put my shin against his forearms, and he's not going to be going anywhere. And hopefully you've got somebody that can help you tie him up, or get some duct tape around his hands so you get that person under control.